Honorable Swajis, ladies and gentlemen, may I request you kindly allow me to stand here because due to my short height, if I stand over there, people cannot see me. Sorry for that request. By principle, the Samvad on conflict resolution is interdisciplinary approach. From the morning till now, we have the good chance to listen to the chief guest of honors, as well as the 10 speakers. They have provided us with the philosophical routes as well as the practical routes. Based on that, we would have the good solution for any kind of conflict, basically, or whatsoever, political, religious, social, or civil. In terms of concept, the conflict avoidance is not something to avoid conflict or to ignore it, because conflicts arise in the human world as a fact, and we have to have the courage to face it, to overcome it, and to solve it effectively for the benefit and happiness of humanity. There are two dimensions the conflict may relate to. The first dimension is prevention. In this regard, we should differentiate the difference between the managing and handling conflict, because in terms of management of conflict, we just do something very simply to change the subject, to put off the discussion which create the suffering between us. So we have to engage and involve the second dimension of conflict avoidance, that is resolution. And for this purpose, the IBC, in a collaboration with Vivekananda International Foundation as well as the Tokyo Foundation, to try best for this wonderful gathering to have the good platform to share the insight talks as well as admirable thinking, so that we can implement this solution for our conflict. In this regard, I would highlight what has been discussed and agreed upon. Most the speakers are agree with the following. First, promote the vision of oneness. We acknowledge the interdependence of all things in the world, but at the same time, we also acknowledge the oneness of humanity, the oneness of truth, the oneness of happiness, and the oneness of a peaceful world in this world. For doing that, we have lived in harmony for the benefit of ourselves. Second, most the speakers agreed to appreciate the diversity and plurality of politics, religions, multi-cultures, and multi-individuals. It is said that we have to enhance the universal acceptance as well as the universal tolerance. One speaker this morning remind ourselves that he doesn't like to use the term tolerance, because tolerance means that we tolerate someone we consider is lower than us. Now we have to develop the acceptance in the sense that we can reinforce the coexistence in this world. By doing that, we have to develop the concept of interbeing, interrelations. for the benefit of humanity. Avoid religious as well as political extremism is a must if we want to build this world, the happiness as well as the peace. In order to do that, most speakers are read and ask us to practice the Dhamma and to receive good education of peace, especially inner peace, because according to Hindu as well as the Buddhist traditions, inner peace would lead to the world peace. Third, most of the speakers compromised to mutual interest as well as the benefit. If we agree with it, then we can easy to realize the interest, well-being, as well as the happiness for the bhakti concerns, which in the past may have or may face the conflict due to different reasons. In this regard, the solution for complete avoidance would be win-win situation, so that everybody should have their own benefit, and with doing that, we can earn happiness. Transformation of enmity into friends is necessary for everyone, especially the political leaders as well as religious leaders. So we have to transform everything into friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood. We have to accept competition in a good sense, in accordance with the law, international as well as regional and national. Fourth, collaboration, looking at the future, is the advice given by some speakers. We have to have the courage to close the past of suffering, of conflict, for any reason. And there is only one way to look at, that is the future. Futures open the gate for all of us. Please do not effort to warm up the past suffering due to conflict and war. We have to find a common platform and a network so that every person can work together for the happiness and peace of mankind. Fifth, the dialogue of complete avoidance is a historical, wonderful landmark event. And for this, we have to thank the organizers who has put together all the good effort so that Hindu leaders, as well as Buddhist leaders and intellectuals can sit together seeking and finding the way for the human suffering and conflicts. We have to play the active role in the international level in order to stop completely every kind of conflict. And we have to commit ourselves to transform all conflicts into the collaboration. Practice of Dhamma is a must. Dhamma in this sense may mean morality, truth, justice, and truthfulness. So doing that, we can lead to the elimination of conflicts totally. We should consider this Hindu-Buddhist initiation is not the end. Although today, at this time, we end the session. We end the first day of the historical conference. So the task is ahead, waiting us. So that please join hands together for tomorrow, the second part, environment consciousness, which is also very important.